guys, this is lesson 7.3 for pre-algebra, multi-step equations with fractions and decimals, everybody's favorite. So, first step is, it's exactly like a regular multi-step equation where you draw the line and you add and subtract. However, there is that little fraction over there. So, what I'm going to do is add 6 to both sides. Then, negative 6 and positive 6 cancel each other out. And I have 2/3 n equals 28. Now, if you remember, if I want to get rid of 2/3, because I want to isolate my variable, I'm going to get rid of 2/3. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. By doing this, 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. These end up canceling each other out. But I have to do it to this side also. So then I'm left with n equals 28 times 3. 28 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. So it's 84 divided by 2, which equals 42. So n equals 42. All right, so this one now is the same type of problem. So push pause, try this problem, and then we will correct it. All right, so I'm going to minus 14 from both sides. So that leaves me with negative 7/10 k equals negative 35. And then I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is negative 10/7. Now remember, the negative sign can be in the top or the bottom. It doesn't matter. However, I just like to keep it on the top because I like to have both my negative signs on the top for some reason. So then I'm going to do negative 10/7. These cancel each other out, and I'm left with k equals, now if you look here, I can just multiply straight across and get 350/7 and then reduce, or I can say 7 goes into 35 5 times. So then negative 5 times negative 10 is a positive 50/1, which just equals 50. So 50 is the correct answer for K. All right, this one, now this one is a little bit trickier. So I'm going to have to distribute. If you remember from the previous lesson, you have to do the distributive property. So I'm going to do 2/3 times n and 2/3 times negative 6. Remember that negative sign goes with that 6, or minus 6. It's the same thing. So I get 2/3 m. Now I'm going to do 6 times 2/3. 6/1 times 2/3 is 12/3, which equals 4. So 2/3 m minus 4 equals 3. So now I've distributed my 2/3 to both of my things, and I got a whole new equation. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So I get 2/3 m equals 7. And then I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is 3/2. So m equals 7 times 3 is 21/2. And 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. All right, so this one is a little bit different because I have to find common denominators by using the LCM, the least common multiple. If you remember that, you have to find common denominators to add and subtract. So I'm going to draw my line, and I'm going to minus 2. But I can't minus 2 from 3/4. So this is 3/4, and I'm going to minus, I'm going to change 2 to a fraction. So I'm going to put 4 in my denominator because I want to have a common denominator. And then I have to think, well, what would I put on top to make it equal 2? So then that would be 8, because it would be 4 times 2 is 8, so then 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. So I'm going to do 3/4 minus 8/4, which equals negative 5/4. So then I get this equation, 2/3 x because these cancel out, equals -5/4. Now here I don't have to have a common denominator because I'm just multiplying by the reciprocal, which is 3/2. So then I get x equals -15/8. And you can leave it as an improper fraction. That's completely fine. And lastly, you also can do this with decimals. Decimals are a little bit easier to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3.6 to both sides, add 3.6. So then I have 1.5x equals, and then this equals 6. Now, here's the trickiest part. I have to divide by 1.5. Divide by 1.5. So if you remember how to divide decimals, I'm going to put 1.5 on the outside of my fraction bar and then 6 on the inside. If I move this decimal one spot, I have to move this decimal one spot, and I have to put that there. Now, 15 goes into 60 4 times. 4 times 15 is 60, and I have no remainder. So 6 divided by 1/2 is 4, which makes sense because 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 6 divided by 1.5 would be a little bit more than 3. So the answer is 4. All right, that is it for your notes.